Hey everyone, it is Sillyman here. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how to make a kill all button that will kill the entire server whenever a player buys the product. So the first thing we're going to do is create the button. So I'll go over to Starter GUI and then insert a Screen GUI. And then inside of the Screen GUI, we're going to insert a text button. And then I'm just going to move this to the center. So change the anchor point to 0, 0.5. And then for the position, I'm going to change this here, the third number, to 0.5. That will center it, and then I'm going to just move it over to the right a little bit. So change this to 0.01. And then I'm going to just go ahead and customize it. Alright, so now it's customized. Then I'm just going to call the text button kill all. And then next what we're going to do is we're going to create a death message that will appear whenever a player buys the kill all product. So I'm going to insert inside of the Screen GUI a text label, and then I'm going to just change the size. So we're going to make it go the full length of the screen horizontally. So change the first number here of the size property to 1. And then I'm going to change the third number to 0.1. I think that's a little bit too big. Let's actually do 0.05. That's better. And then I'm going to just move it down a little bit by changing the position property. I'm going to change the color and the text. And then we'll probably want to say something like player killed everyone. But we will use scripts to change the player's username here. So I'm going to just go ahead and call this death message. And then I'm just going to hide this for now. So change the visible to off. Alright, so the next thing we need to do is create the developer product for the kill all button. So go to create.roblox.com and then click on your game. Then go to associated items. Then click on developer products. Then click create a developer product. So I'm going to just call this kill the server. And then you can set it to however much Robux you want. I'm going to just set it to 50. And then you can also upload an image if you want, but it's optional. I'm going to just hit create now. And then you want to click on the 3 dots and click copy asset ID. So now what we have to do is script the button. So right click on the kill all button and then insert a local script. So first we are going to write down the services. So we need marketplace service, and this will handle the purchasing of the developer product. And then we need the player service, and then we're also going to need replicated storage because we will be using that later on. I will explain that later. The next we need to get the player object. So to do that we say local player equals players.localPlayer. But the next we need to make a variable for the button. So that's going to be local button equals script.parent, because the script is inside of the button. So we say script.parent because the parent of the script is the kill all button. And then we also need to get the death message screen. So we're going to say local death message equals button.parent. So the parent of the button is the Screen GUI in here. And then the death message is inside of the Screen GUI. So we say button.parent and then wait for child. And then we say the name of the death message label. So that's just going to be death message. And then we need to get our product ID. So we're going to say local product ID equals, and if you should have copied it from the create page. So I'm going to paste it. The next we need to make an event for when the player clicks on the button. So we say button.activated connect function. Then we're going to say marketplace service, prompt product purchase, player, and then the product ID. And this will prompt the player to buy the product whenever the player clicks on the button here. And the next what we need to do is create a remote event, so that way we can display the death message whenever a player buys the product. So I'm going to go to replicated storage, then insert object, and then click on remote event. And if it doesn't show up here, just search for it here. Just type in remote, and click on remote event. Make sure you don't click on remote function. And I'm just going to call this kill all. Then go back to the script. And then we're going to say replicated storage, wait for child, and then the name of the remote. So that's going to be kill all dot on client event connect function, and then player name. And so we still have to code in this part here on the server, but we're going to make it pass in the player's name. Then we're going to say death message dot text equals player name dot dot killed everyone. And so this player name variable is going to be whatever the player's name is that bought the product. Then we're going to say death message dot visible equals true, because by default it's not going to be turned on. And then we're going to wait a few seconds and then disable it again. So set the visible to false. All right, so now we have to do the scripting on the server. So I'm going to go ahead, go to server script service, and then insert a server script here. Make sure you don't insert a local script. Make sure it's an actual, it's called just a script here. So it's a script. And then we're going to need marketplace service, and then the player service, and replicated storage. And then we also need the product ID. So local kill all product ID. I'm just going to paste that from here. So copy the product ID and paste it. And then we're going to say marketplace service dot process receipt. So this will fire whenever a player buys the product inside of the game. And we're going to say equals function. Then this function takes in a variable called receipt info. You can actually call it anything you want. I'm just going to call it receipt info. Then we're going to say local player equals players get player from user ID. And then we're going to say receipt info dot player ID. So receipt info dot player ID returns the user ID of whoever bought the product, and then we get the player by their user ID, which is what this function does. So this gets the player object. Then we say if not player, then, so this means that the player probably left the game. So in this case, we want to return enum dot product purchase decision dot not processed yet. This will tell Roblox that the purchase was not successful, and we'll try again whenever the player rejoins the game. But if the player is still in the game, we're going to say if receipt info dot product ID equals kill all product ID. So that's going to be this number here, which is the ID of our product. Then, so of course, we want to make sure that the product that the player bought was actually this one, because some games you're going to have multiple products. So you want to make sure that the product is actually the kill all product. Then we're going to say for I, v in pairs, players get players. So this will get all of the players inside of the server. Then we're going to say if v does not equal player, because we don't want to kill our own player. And maybe you do. If you do, then I will actually show that in a second. But after this, we're going to say local character equals v dot character. And then if the character exists, so if v dot character, then next we need to get their humanoid. The local humanoid equals character find first child humanoid, because the humanoid is an object inside of the character. And then we say if humanoid, then humanoid dot health equals 0, and this will kill the player. So if you want to make it so that it will also kill your own player, then what you can do is actually comment this v doesn't equal player line here, and then also comment out the end here, so that way it will kill everyone, including your own player. But I'm just going to leave this out for now. And then at the end of this for loop here, we're going to come down here and say replicated storage dot kill all, because remember that is the remote here. It is inside of replicated storage and it's called kill all. And we're going to say fire all clients, and then the name of the player that bought the product. So that's just going to be player.name. And then we're going to return enum dot product purchase decision dot purchase granted. This will tell Roblox that the purchase was successful. So now if I head back and I go to test, then I'm going to just set this to a local server and then select 3 players and hit start. And this will load up a game with 3 players. Alright, so it has now loaded. So I am in a server with 2 other players. So I'm going to click on the button and it's going to say, would you like to buy kill the server? So I'm going to buy it and it should kill the 2 players here. And as you can see, they are now dead. And now, well, they just respawned, but it also said player 1 killed everyone. So I can do that again. And you can see that it works. And that is how you make a kill all button in Roblox. So if you found this video helpful, please leave a like and we'll see you all in the next video.